kind of harping on the team between trying to stay healthy and fit over this period and wanting to pay a team back?
Yeah, I think we learned a lot in the game against them at their place, which I think was helpful for us. Obviously, I think it made us better ultimately. When we look at the preparation, it really has just been about recovery. As I alluded to at the end of the game against Loudoun, we picked up a few more injuries, which is to be expected with the amount of travel and the amount of games that we've had over the last 4 weeks. So, we're just going to try to make sure we put a team on the field that we think gives us the best chance. I know I say it every week, the best chance to win the game, but also make sure that we're managing legs, because there are some heavy legs from the game against Loudoun, and we have to make sure that we don't push anybody from a load standpoint that their body can't handle.
How, if at all, does it change your preparation or approach, given it's a cup game and not a must-win situation, but probably need to get those 3 points to stay in contention?
Yeah, I think we're aware of it, but it hasn't changed from a preparation standpoint. I mean, ultimately, we had to change the week anyway with having 3 games in a week, and so the importance of the scout that we go through today and the work that we do in the video room is critical to make sure that we're prepared on Saturday, because we can't do much on the field in order to prepare for that.
I know it's something you touched on after the game Wednesday, but the possession stat, I mean, it seems like a team that can win with the ball is a team that can win without the ball.
Yeah.
Is that something that you're like, is that a luxury as a coach when you can play tactically a little bit different and to suit the matchup?
Yeah, I think I was really, really interested to see how the players responded. It's not easy when a manager asks you to go play that way, for sure, especially when it's not really in your day-to-day or even in your DNA. But I do think it's a testament to the group that we have and their ability to adapt to what I was asking them to do. Ideally, you have a lot more than 26%. I wasn't asking us to have that low of a percentage, but ultimately, I got asked after the game, was I surprised at that number? And after watching it, I wasn't. So I think I'm proud of it. I think it shows the quality of the group, and as I said, the ability to adapt.
I think coming out of that first North Carolina game, there's a lot of conversation about set-piece defending when you go into a Wednesday game and then another Saturday. How much time do you have to work on things versus just showing the film and these things that you've already mentioned, work on?
Yeah, we worked on it right away after the North Carolina game for a couple days straight, and then in preparation for Loudoun, knowing we were going to play a little bit deeper tends to lead to sometimes fouls being in dangerous areas. But I thought the players did an excellent job defensively on the set pieces against Loudoun. We're going to work again today on it as well, and try to make sure that we're giving them as much information as we can in preparation for a team that we know is going to throw the ball in from everywhere that they can and try to take advantage of the set pieces. They did it before. We have to make sure that they can't do it again.
We're standing here. I'm sweating. I mean, I know both teams have to deal with it.
Yeah.
And it happens every year. But just how much does the heat impact your day-to-day?
Yeah, we talk about the non-negotiables and no excuses. The reality is that when you have so many games in such a short amount of time with this kind of weather all over the country, it's inevitable that the guys are going to feel it. At the same time, I think we showed against Loudoun in a quick turnaround from North Carolina that we have a group that is mentally strong, physically strong. We have to do a good job as a staff in managing the legs, and we never want to put a player in a position where they're at risk to get injured. So I spent a lot of time late last night with our strength and conditioning coach going through the exact numbers that we've loaded the guys with over the last, I would say, 7 days, to get as best of a gauge as possible as to who is least at risk. And really, that's ultimately what the lineup is going to be dictated on tomorrow, is who do we feel is healthy enough to go again.